So you're thinking about investing here in real estate in Colorado Springs. Here's some real estate investing ideas for beginners when it comes to buying investment properties in Colorado Springs. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Mark with the My Front Range Living team. We're a team of full-time real estate agents here in Colorado Springs, and we get calls all the time. So if you feel like you have some questions for us in regards to real estate investing here in Colorado Springs, you can check us out right down here. Give us a call, shoot us a text, an email, whatever works best for you. Let us know how we can best serve you. But here are 4 mistakes to avoid as you begin your real estate investing journey here in Colorado Springs. Number 1, not doing proper research. That is a huge issue here when it comes to investing in Colorado Springs real estate because number 1, look at the location. If there's low demand or there's high vacancy rates or anything like that, which isn't, necessarily a problem in Colorado Springs, but in doing your research, you can see what those vacancy rates are, and you can see if there's any low demand in that area. I can think of a few areas right out of the gate that may be more difficult to invest in. So make sure that you're doing your research. Take a look at property values. How are property values increasing? Or are they moving? Are they staying stagnant? What are they doing? Chances are you're not going to see too many going backwards, but make sure that you're doing the research when it comes to the location of the property that you're looking to invest in. Take a look at what crime rates are. Take a look at what the school district information is. Take a look what amenities are near that area, so on and so forth. Again, the 3 biggest issues in real estate: location, location, location. So make sure that you're doing your due diligence, you're doing your research when it comes to finding the area that you're thinking about investing in. Next up, underestimating your expenses. This is a big one too, because the reality of it is it's not cheap to be a real estate investor. So you need to look at it's essential to set up money for repairs. So you got to set money aside for repairs and maintenance on the house, right? You have to make sure that there's unexpected things that happen. Who knows? The roof could fall in, so on and so forth. Think about property management fees. So property management fees here in Colorado Springs average right around 10% of the rent every single month. So make sure that you're budgeting for that. Don't let that be an unexpected expense. And take a look at what taxes and insurance are going to cost you as the investor as well. So one thing is it's going to be a little bit less expensive as the owner of the property from an insurance standpoint, because the tenant is going to be responsible for insuring all of the contents. So you don't have to insure the contents, you just have to insure the structure. But make sure that you're planning for that so you don't have those unexpected expenses and you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Make sure that you're planning for that. Hey, if you have found value so far in the video, it would mean a lot if you went down there and hit that like button on today's content. It would also mean a bunch if you hit that bell and subscribe to the channel. We are putting out content every single week to help you make Colorado Springs feel like home. Now, number 3 things not to do when it comes to real estate investing here in Colorado Springs. Ignore tenant screening. Man, I can't tell you how important it is to make sure that you're doing effective tenant screening when it comes to your rentals. Have a thorough process in place. That's likely to help you find the most reliable tenants that pay their rent on time. And after all, that's what you're after when it comes to real estate investing, is reliable tenants paying on time. Another part of screening should be a comprehensive application process. Make sure that you're looking at their references, you're looking at their employment, you're looking at their rental history, you're looking at everything you possibly can to get a full picture of what's going on in this potential tenant. You want to make sure that you're screening. Do not skip the background check and the credit check. You need that information to make an effective decision when it comes to your tenant. You're looking for late fees, you're looking for evictions, do they have a criminal history, anything like that. You want to make sure that you're doing that background check and that credit check. So ignoring tenant screening, that's something else not to do. Number 4, one of the 4 biggest mistakes you can make: poor finance strategy. And it kind of ties in to understanding what your expenses are going to be. But if you go out and you finance the investment property on an ARM or a balloon payment, be cognizant of that. It may be okay for you in the short term, but make sure that you have a plan for that. You can refinance, or you have a different plan moving forward when that ARM or the balloon comes due. Take a look at what your options are in that space from a finance standpoint. Sometimes you can do an owner carry. There are a lot of different ways to go, but like I said, make sure that you are prepared from the finance standpoint if you choose to borrow money against the house to get going. And figure out what your risk tolerance is, right? Like, I'm willing to go here, I'm willing to go here. So make sure that you understand what your risk tolerance is and your expenses versus what you're making. So yes, we have gone over those 4 things that we want to be on the lookout for when it comes to not doing it. But here are a few things to do when it comes to real estate investing here in Colorado Springs. Number 1, you want to make sure that you're maintaining sufficient reserves. And what that means is repairs, maintenance. What if the home is vacant for a while? And you need to eat that money. Be prepared for that. Make sure that you are maintaining sufficient reserves at all times. Take a look at cash flow. We were just talking a second ago about the fact that cash flow may not be what every investor is looking for. Some people may want the write-off. Some people may want to look at the depreciation. It all depends. But when it comes to cash flow, make sure that your income is higher than all of the expenses, and count your, stashing money away for reserves as an expense. Make sure that your income is higher than all your expenses. And yes, your expenses should include those reserves that you're stashing away for maintenance and repairs. That is an expense on a monthly basis. And then how much should you budget, or how much should you budget for repair and maintenance costs? Think about 1% of the value of the home. For those of you scoring at home, math can be difficult sometimes. So just think on a $400,000 investment property, you should be stashing away about $4,000 of that property value for maintenance, repairs, things of that nature. So make sure, again, that's one of those expenses that we're talking about. Income minus expenses, that's your cash flow. Hey, thanks so much. If you have questions for us, you can hit us up right down here via text, email, or give us a call if you would like to. We would love to help with any questions that you have. We also have a link to our website down there in the description of the video. You're welcome to reach out to us that way. We also have a way to search for homes in the Colorado Springs area. If you are thinking about investment properties, we would love to help you out any way that we can. Hey, as always, thanks so much for stopping by. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.